Hey y'all, my name is Lauren and I'm going to be informing you guys on the effects of low carb diets, specifically the ketogenic diet, how it lessens risks of certain diseases, and other low carb diets that people take on. So Ted Allen from the cooking show Chopped said, "My whole problem is that all of my favorite things at Thanksgiving are the starches, and everyone is trying to go low carb this year. Even a green vegetable has carbs in it," which is true. Green vegetables do have carbs in it, but not all carbs are bad for you. I have been on the keto diet for about 3 weeks now, and I can say that I have lost weight. I am more energized, and I have been feeling fuller for longer periods of times. The keto diet is a very low carb, high protein, high fat diet. It keeps carbs low so that the body goes into a metabolic state called ketosis, where the body burns fat for energy. When starting a low carb diet, it is useful to know how it will benefit you and if that specific diet is going to bring about the results that you want. So ketogenic diets have both negative and positive effects on one's body. Some positive effects are that it results in faster fat loss. On the ketogenic diet, they say that it mainly targets fat loss, not weight loss, because it goes straight to the fat. So because you're not taking in any carbs, it goes to the fat that's stored and burns that. Also, it reduces your appetite. So because you're eating more high amounts of protein and healthy fats and vegetables, you stay fuller for longer periods of time. It also reduces insulin levels, which is good for people with diabetes. Some negative effects are that it restricts your eating. So because you can't eat the carbs, you're only restricted to eating proteins and fats and vegetables, which can get boring after a while because you can't have the breads or the pastas or the rice or the potatoes. So that is a negative effect, as well as that it triggers fatigue and brain fog. But that only occurs in the first few weeks of the diet. But as you gain more energy, your body gets used to being on the diet. And another negative effect is that it triggers micronutrient deficiencies because of the restriction of low carbs. But you can prevent that by taking multivitamin supplements. So low carb / ketogenic diets lessen your risk of certain diseases such as heart disease because it helps lower high cholesterol and triglycerides. It lessens the risk of type 2 diabetes because it helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels, as well as it lessens the risk of cancer because it has the ability to starve cancer cells instead of feeding them. Because we feed cancer cells by eating high processed foods and pro-inflammatory foods. While on the low carb diet or ketogenic diet, we eat foods that are cancer fighting foods, which is very beneficial. And some other low carb diets include the paleo diet, which is like the keto diet, except on the paleo diet you have more variety of fruits to eat, whereas on the keto diet we can only eat fruits like berries, and that's every once in a while. There's also the Atkins diet, which is a 4-phase plan where you basically start off cold turkey and with under 20 grams of carbs that you can eat daily. And then as you go on in the diet, you can start adding more carbs to your diet. And then there's the zero carb diet where you consume strictly meat and fats like butter. So the foods you consume on low carb diets include meat and protein like eggs, healthy fats like cheeses, low starch vegetables, and every once in a while we're able to eat berries like raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, things of that sort. So now that you know a little bit about how low carb diets work, in specific the keto diet, you're able to figure out if it is something that you'd be interested in, whether it's for fat loss or to lessen risks of diseases or just to overall feel better and more energized. Or you may have learned that low carb diets aren't for you. But to each their own. Everything doesn't work for everybody. But I will say that on keto diets, you are allowed to eat bacon cheeseburgers because bacon is meat and burgers are meat, and you're allowed to eat healthy fats like cheeses. But of course, you can't have the bun. But I mean, what other diet is there where you can eat bacon cheeseburgers? Thank you.